Hello friends and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. If you're a regular here, you'll know that I'm not currently in my Edinburgh flat. I'm actually visiting my parents in Fife and just for a couple of days. And today the weather has just been insane, typically Scottish. It was almost like clockwork actually. It absolutely poured with rain and then it got sunny and then the dark clouds rolled in and repeat. Thankfully, we managed to squeeze out for a quick walk in amongst all of that and we didn't get wet. But yeah, it's been absolutely crazy. I think currently raining. Anyway, you never get a dull moment in Scotland with the weather like this anyway. But the point of this intro is to say that I forgot to film an intro for this vlog. And I also almost didn't share this vlog because it is quite short. I think it's about 10 to 11 minutes long, which is a little bit shorter than I would prefer. But when I was editing it, it was still a really fun day out. It's the last and final day trip series from when my mum was visiting in August. For the first day trip, we did Dunblane and Bridge of Allen and absolutely loved our day out. It was so much fun. I think it's actually probably that was the first most enjoyable day we had, and then Galashiels was our second one and we really enjoyed that day out as well. And then we went to Glasgow for our third day trip, and I think by that point we were both flagging a little bit in energy. We'd done a lot of walking on her visit, and also I think that both Dunblane, Bridge of Allen and Galashiels are quite manageable day trip destinations for me. I sometimes feel a little bit overwhelmed when I go to Glasgow because there are just so many neighbourhoods to visit, there's so many directions to go in, and I'm not as familiar with the city as I am Edinburgh. So I think probably my favourite place in Glasgow would either be the south side or the west end. So I might link one of those videos at the end actually. But this particular day, we didn't really have a plan, as I'll explain in the video, but we just went for a good old wander. And I didn't film as much as I thought I had. When I looked back at the footage, I think I was maybe flagging a little bit on energy. So I hope that you still enjoy this video, even though it's a little pint-sized mini vlog of our day trip to Glasgow. But I just wanted to come on here and explain kind of what was going on with our day out. Anyway, I will stop talking and just let our little day trip to Glasgow vlog begin. Welcome to Glasgow. We just got off the train a little while ago and we picked up a sandwich just from the shops, and we ended up eating it in Rotten Row Gardens, which is part of, I think, the University of Strathclyde. But it was so quiet that we thought we would just sit there and have our little sandwich, and then now we're just setting off for a little wander, sort of heading towards the Necropolis area. I think that's our plan, but we don't really have a plan either, just a sort of general direction. My mum spotted these. There's the heart. There's a brain. An arm. Lungs, maybe? I'm not sure.
The beds, there are plants that were or are used to treat the represented body parts.
We were just heading in that direction when we spotted St Mungo's Museum, and that reminded my mum that there's a really beautiful mural that we've only seen photos of, never seen it in person, and we must be near it because it's the St Mungo's mural. So looked it up and it's just right there. We naively didn't expect it to be quite so busy with tourists, but of course it would be, it's August. But yeah, we're just approaching the Necropolis now, and if it's too busy, we'll maybe do it another day and go off on a wee wander. If not, we'll just have a look about. So we haven't really done the Necropolis properly, because I think to do it properly you have to climb all the way up to the top and apparently get really nice views, and I think from what we understand that's where all the sort of fancier sounds a bit morbid, but tombs and whatnot are. But it's just so busy with all the tourists today, and also my mum's just not feeling up to climbing up, and I don't really fancy doing it either. So I think I'll come back another day, maybe kind of autumn when tourist seasons die down, and we'll climb the Necropolis properly. You can kind of see some of them up there. So we've just come across a map, and this is the way that we came in, across the bridge, and then from there we went and we're here. So we've really not done too much. We did do a little bit of this as well, but look how much there is to see. So much to see. So definitely come back and do this another day. I think autumn would be really lovely. So we've got a little lost on our wanderings, and we actually don't really know where is best to go. So I think we're heading in the general Dennistoun area. We considered sort of going towards Glasgow Green or back to Merchant City, but yeah, we're really not too sure. At one point we ended up in a very weird kind of, not weird, sort of construction site. Well, we really enjoyed that cafe and feeling so much more refreshed. I think we were flagging a little bit earlier. And now for a little bit of charity shopping. And then I also found there's a little free library in the area, which of course we have to try and find. So I think we visited all of the charity shops. There are quite a few here. Surprisingly didn't get anything, although I did actually get a little something that could work as a Christmas present. I'm not sure. I know it's very early to be shopping for that, but I just saw this and thought of a friend. So we'll see if that works out when it comes to Christmas time. Now we're headed off for a little wander just around the area, and hopefully we'll find the little library as well. And that's the end of our little day out to Glasgow. Thank you so much if you made it this far, and the sun's even started to come out for the occasion. I also just wanted to have a quick little chat about the book that I found in the little free library. It's called Corbett's Tour in Scotland, I think, and it follows somebody who I believe had never been to Scotland, and the book came out in roughly sort of 1830s, I think maybe 1832, or parts of the book. I think it was a collection of stories that eventually was put into a book. And it was just really interesting to follow him as he came up through the north of England, and he commented a lot on the sort of agricultural practices of the time and the differences between England and Scotland. And what was the thing he kept mentioning? There was a particular vegetable that he kept seeing in the Scottish fields, and he kept mentioning it because he was just so happy to see it in abundance. It was just so funny. and he went through places that I've been to, like Berwick upon Tweed, and then North Berwick, and like, I think even Haddington, Musselburgh, Portobello, all the way to Edinburgh, and then he also went to Fife and Glasgow as well. So that was just such an enjoyable, really interesting read for the train home. I haven't finished it yet, but I keep meaning to finish it so that I can pop it back in the little free library and let someone else enjoy it. But yeah, hopefully I'll do that soon. Anyway, I hope that you're all doing well, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Take care. Bye.